Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my live reactions for WWE 205 Live for February 6, 2018. Really starting to plug away with these WWE videos, so I want to just continue doing that. Looking forward to actually watching this 205 Live episode. I'm, pretty interested in 205 Live these next few weeks. I will say, watching Raw, I'm not really as hopeful for the Cruiserweight division as I was, just because I think it's going to be back to the way it was before, where on 205 Live they get taken seriously, and on Raw, they just kind of a waste of time filler match, because that was exactly what it was like on Raw. When I watched it, so really not. So that kind of really killed my interest a little bit, but I'm still pretty interested in watching 205 Live. We're going to have more continuation of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. So far, we've had Cedric Alexander advance by defeating Grand Metalik, and then TJP advance by defeating Tyler Bate, and some really good matches. And we have a couple of more really good matches to come on this show. We're going to have Kalisto versus Lince Dorado. I think that's actually going to be a really good match. I don't because Kalisto's actually a really good wrestler. Lince Dorado, from what I remember, was actually a really good wrestler. He's had some classic matches with Rich Swann, and yeah, that's really the only one I remember from the Cruiserweight Classic. So, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. But we're also going to have Hideo Itami versus Roderick Strong. I think that's going to be a really good match. I remember they had a really good match in NXT last year when they were fighting to become the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. Around the time Hideo Itami returned to NXT, and they were just building up Roderick Strong. So I think it's pretty cool they have him involved in this tournament, because he's a pretty big star when it comes to NXT. So that's actually really cool. But before I get to the live reactions, let me actually do live reactions to a WWE.com exclusive. This is called, I have to get the name of it, Roderick Strong knows what's at stake against Hideo Itami. So let me just get right into that.
Roderick Strong, tonight on 205 Live, you take on Hideo Itami in a championship tournament matchup. We found you out here in the middle of the stands alone. What's going through your mind right now?
Everything. Every single day that I've been a professional wrestler is going through my mind right now. The journey, everything that I've done up to this point. More importantly, the fact that I've wrestled Hideo Itami all over the world. But tonight, we get to do it on 205 Live, and this is definitely the biggest one yet. This is for an opportunity to possibly go to WrestleMania, and everybody wants the WrestleMania moment, and after I beat Hideo tonight, I'm one step closer to my WrestleMania moment.
So you've had a very busy weekend, just coming off NXT live events. Are you mentally and physically prepared for tonight?
Of course I am. I'm made for this. Since I've stepped inside of a professional wrestling ring, I've been ready for this. Since 12 years old, I've been ready for this. I prepare every day like it's my last, and I always have, and I always will. And the unfortunate thing is, as much as I respect Hideo, tonight he's the first guy in my way, and I'm going to have to break it.
Pretty good promo by Roderick Strong. He's pretty bland on the mic, though. But, I thought that was actually a pretty good promo. And, I can't wait to watch the match between him and Hideo Itami. So let's get right into the match. Yep, so the guide says round 1 of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament continues with 2 more matches. So let's watch this episode so I can watch those 2 matches. And here comes that WWE intro video telling us that it's always been WWE. It's the same company, but it hasn't always been WWE. It was WWF before that, and then WWF before that. So, well, okay, it was before that WWF, and then before that WWF. So,
is my privilege to introduce you to a man who is going to usher in a new era in 205 Live. Under his leadership, he is going to give us the kind of action that you guys want, the kind of action that I want, the kind of action that everybody wants. Allow me to introduce you to the new general manager of 205 Live, Drake Maverick! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drake Maverick, and I have worked my entire life and dedicated my entire career to stand here in front of all of you as the 205 Live General Manager. We need ourselves a new Cruiserweight champion, don't we? A 16-man single elimination tournament. We're going to start that tournament right here tonight. We're going to have Cedric Alexander against the King of the Ropes, Grand Metalik. This is what 205 Live is all about. And Metalik looking for a moonsault and caught 2 feet. The door now open for Alexander.
You know, I am pretty excited for the Cruiserweight division. They really need to put the finals of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament in the opening match at WrestleMania. That's what it needs. If it goes to the kickoff, I will completely lose faith in the Cruiserweight division.
We're going to have TJP. He's going to face Tyler Bate. Who wants to be champion more? Tyler Bate is dragging himself.
I mean, I really would have loved to see Tyler Bate advance in the tournament. So.
Can he drop TJP? Oh, I'm too close to the corner. TJP holding on. But wait a minute, Cole. Wait, TJP now rolling through. Oh, he's got the trucks. TJP, the second superstar, to make his way to round 2. The winner becomes the new WWE Cruiserweight Champion. And it's going to culminate at the grandest stage of them all, at WrestleMania.
I'm surprised they haven't added in Drake Maverick into the 205 Live opening. Pretty surprised about that, actually. I thought they would have.
It's the second week of Drake Maverick in control of 205 Live in the second week of the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. 2 more amazing tournament matches take place tonight, starting, of course, with Kalisto and Lince Dorado. But welcome into 205 Live, Vic Joseph, alongside Nigel McGuinness.
All right, we have Nigel McGuinness and Vic Joseph on commentary for this show. But yeah, the match is announced for tonight. I'm just saying again, for those of you that are just tuning in, we have a Cruiserweight Championship Tournament first round match, Kalisto versus Lince Dorado. And then we have another Cruiserweight Championship Tournament first round match, Hideo Itami versus Roderick Strong.
As NXT's Roderick Strong debuts, they're going to make an impact on both the brand and the Cruiserweight Championship against the Japanese striking sensation, Hideo Itami.
All right, but let's get right into the first matchup. We have Kalisto versus Lince Dorado. I'm going to say Kalisto wins. I think he's a pretty decent name for WWE. He's been he's a former Cruiserweight champion. He's a 2-time United States champion. So I think they're going to have probably going to want to have him go decently far in the tournament, So, because Lince Dorado really hasn't been on TV all that much, so it would be kind of weird if he just kind of went into this match and won. So.
And Kalisto very active on social media and on Twitter. Kalisto talked about his Lucha brother and knows that the bond never breaks.
I'm on my way to Sprint Center in Kansas City. Tonight is going to be my time to reclaim my Cruiserweight title and show yet again the WWE Universe why I am the king of flight, rey del aire. Lince, you're my boy. And the Lucha House Party is still going to continue. I'll tell you what. Let the best man win.
Not the best. That's one thing Kalisto wasn't the best at, is cutting promos. So, but yeah, Kalisto, a former cruiserweight champion in this tournament, defeated Enzo Amore to win his first cruiserweight championship. You know, obviously former two-time United States. See, look, Lince Dorado actually gives a crap. He's actually got actual ring gear on instead of just a 205 Live T-shirt. So that's good.
Dare say it is, with Grand Metalik, they formed a union of sorts, as he mentioned before. Hashtag Lucha House Party. I talked to them earlier, said.
But yeah, you know, Kalisto, obviously a two-time United States champion, defeated Alberto Del Rio both times to win the United States Championship. You know, a former NXT Tag Team Champion, teamed up with Sin Cara, known as the Lucha Dragons, and actually ended the long reigning NXT Championship Tag Team reign of the Ascension. So. Kalisto's done some stuff in WWE. Just kick back and enjoy some nice professional wrestling. What if Roderick Strong's gonna get in trouble for saying professional wrestling? Look, I like the good sportsmanship right in the beginning.
Being shown some sportsmanship between Lince Dorado and Kalisto, but
ooh, you can kind of see though the chances to go to WrestleMania to become the new Cruiserweight champion are just much too important.
Look up to that sign of WrestleMania. Both these men want to be in the final of this Cruiserweight tournament at the show of shows.
You know, you also got to remember Kalisto has experience competing in a tournament because he competed. Him and Sin Cara won the tournament to become #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team Championships, defeating the likes of Blake and Murphy, Sami Zayn, and Adam Rose, and the Vaudevillains in the finals. And then obviously he made it pretty far in the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tournament when he defeated Ryback in the first round and had a really good showing against Alberto Del Rio. Ooh, that was a nice quick action right there. You know, this is what sometimes can be good about two wrestlers that have similar styles, and it can make some nice excited matches.
We talk about how well they know each other, the brotherhood, you know, both of them knowing each other so well. Do you expect a change in philosophy from either superstars? I don't think so. I think both are going to go with the game plan, what got them to the game in the first place. To that end, I think Kalisto going to be looking for that Salida del Sol, that split leg Shiranui. Lince Dorado.
Ooh. You stood right on the shoulders of Lince Dorado.
Kalisto was all the way up there. Looked like he was going to attempt
That's
something
cool.
wrong. I think any chance. Oh, because a great Maverick. Every match on 205 Live has a championship feel to it. One and done. In this tournament, there is no tomorrow for the 16 superstars that are vying for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Unless one of them win. Nice Hurricanrana outside the ring. Oh, suicide dive. Ooh. Dorado's back just went crashing into the table.
The Golden Links crashes into the announce desk.
There you can see Drake Maverick watching the matchup backstage, obviously pretty interested since he is a general manager and put this matches together. Put these matches together.
Cruiserweights will compete for the right to become champion. Kalisto trying to get Lince Dorado over. Lince sitting down.
Ooh, roll up. Nope. Ooh, nice super kick by Dorado. You know, obviously Lince. I can't. This is like really the first time I've really seen Dorado and what he can really do in a while. But I really don't remember all that much about him because he's been left off TV for so long. You know, the last time he was on TV before this tournament was when he faced Neville. I really would love to see Neville return and be a part of this tournament. That'd be really cool, actually. It's a great match. This is a really good match so far. This is cruiserweight wrestling right here. This is what the cruiserweight should have been all along. And I hope they can continue to be this way in the future.
Was in the Cruiserweight Classic and trying to make the most out of this opportunity. Makes the cover, and Kalisto out at 1.
Lindsay Dorado has a great eclectic training in sports entertainment.
Another cover, shoulders down, another 1 count.
Well versed in all aspects of the game. It comes down to technical wrestling. I have to give.
I do like how Kalisto could, how Lindsay Dorado is constantly telling Kalisto in his ear that he needs this. You know, he does need this. He really, it would really be a nice surprise if he could win this matchup.
Always under construction. There's one more time. No, Lindsay, come on. Lindsay Dorado.
Ooh, nice vicious right hands.
Dorado, yeah, getting very aggressive here. I like this side of it.
And again, staring over at the Cruiserweight Championship. And another cover by Lindsay Dorado. Shoulders down and Kalisto out at 2. We go back to what Kalisto said about friendship and the Lucha Brotherhood. And Nigel, I think you would agree, it's not about friendship. It's about being a champion. It's about being the Cruiserweight champion.
It's about being the very best with it comes.
You know, like I talked about before, I'm glad they finally put Kalisto in the Cruiserweight division. You know, it looked like he was going to be kind of wasted away a little bit too, though, because he really wasn't doing anything. But him being in the Cruiserweight division is such a better fit for Kalisto. They really didn't do anything with him out of it, so.
Lindsay Dorado catching.
Ooh, that was cool. Nice toe-to-wall, like, slam.
A little slow. There was a moment's hesitation from Dorado. Didn't know what to do next.
Oh, we've seen Lindsay Dorado, the Golden Links, go to the top rope before.
Could be looking for it.
And
what about a shooting star press? But Kalisto goes early.
A super kick by Kalisto.
Kick under the jaw.
Now it's a moment of doubt, perhaps, from Kalisto. Perhaps their friendship's playing into this. They don't have that aggressive ability, that killer instinct, perhaps.
Talk about doubt. It was a moment of hesitation between both superstars, but Lindsay Dorado and Kalisto are both on the top rope.
Precarious, watch out.
Dorado has the upper hand right now for the moment.
Very dangerous position for both superstars. Look at this.
Oh, Hurricanrana off the turnbuckle.
Super Rana from the top.
And the former Cruiserweight champion, Kalisto, goes flying, but unfortunately for Dorado,
it's a really good match.
Expended. Can't follow up.
Check this out one more time.
Oh my gosh.
Landing by Kalisto.
Look at the landing by Dorado. Landed on his feet, which was great athleticism. But for some reason, he was not able to follow up.
All right, now, Nigel, both superstars have shown so much skill in this matchup, but it's really about who has more will at this moment, who will advance to the second round of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament.
Who has the best strategy in mind at this point? Can Kalisto hit that Salida del Sol? Can Dorado, hit the Golden Rewind, handspring stunner, perhaps get to the top rope for the shooting star press?
And I like how they both looked at the WrestleMania sign to show how important this matchup means to them.
Both superstars are looking at what awaits them, a possible championship match at WrestleMania.
Kalisto, obviously, you know, he's had some WrestleMania appearances, successfully defended his United States Championship against Ryback on the kickoff.
Kalisto flies back.
Oh, Kalisto. Chopping down Lindsay Dorado.
And nice
taken to the air.
Springboard corkscrew.
Looking for the basement run,
No, no.
Kalisto just out at 2.5.
What great ability.
Then obviously Kalisto competed in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 33, where he was eliminated by Braun Strowman.
Knowing Lindsay Dorado so well.
Back and forth both ways. This is really exciting stuff. Who's going to come out on top? I don't know.
Kalisto just pulling himself up, and Lindsay Dorado obviously sensing he is in trouble right now. Oh! Dorado rock Kalisto. Digging down deep in this first round matchup.
Again, a precarious position.
Oh, Kalisto! What was that? I don't know what that was.
Dorado just kicking out again.
What great innovation. So many options when you're up there on the top like that. Hurricane Rana, try perhaps for a power bomb as well. Instead of trying for that Take a look how he just changes his momentum. Dorado hooks, throws through for that lethal attempt. And both men down, both men spent. Where's your money now, Vic?
This is just the first matchup of the night.
Drake Maverick got to be salivating at the prospect of the second round.
Absolutely hats off again to Drake Maverick for putting together this matchup. But Kalisto looking for Salida Del Sol. He's got blocked halfway.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, wall up.
roll through again.
Oh, rolling.
Kalisto.
Oh, Dorado caught the
Dorado
kick.
down and he caught the boot. Stop the momentum. I need it.
Oh,
One said I need it. The other said I need it. They both need it. That's how important this
Oh.
is.
Handspring
Sprint, head sprint style.
Golden rewind. He hit it.
Is that enough to put away Kalisto?
Why isn't he covering him?
Well, Lince Dorado making his way to the top rope.
He's answering my question now.
Lince Dorado looking for the
Is this a mistake?
exclamation point. And a kick
Oh,
into the
this
second
might be
round.
it.
Beautiful. Cover the man.
But Dorado not able to capitalize after that shooting star press. But look at Kalisto.
Well, great ring awareness from Kalisto to roll to the outside, but he had that opportunity because Dorado was slow to cover.
Dorado should just
Kalisto
win by
buying
count
himself
out.
some more time. And Lince Dorado went up and boom!
Picture perfect, but you see he did damage to himself. That's
Absolutely.
what stopped him being able to cover him quickly
So
enough.
his own momentum bounced him off Kalisto.
That shows you.
Oh, wall up by Kalisto.
There's a put away.
No.
Saying no. Wow. Another near fall in this first round matchup. Oh, wait a minute.
Salida Del Sol.
He's got it. Hooks on it.
Hey,
Oh, he grabbed the ropes.
Kalisto's going to the second round.
Great awareness from the referee to see that hand on the bottom rope.
That was a really good near fall right there.
Kalisto disbelief. Kalisto thought he had him, Nigel.
Absolutely.
I thought he had him.
Well, everybody except Dorado, and thankfully the referee thought he had him as well.
Lince Dorado trying to find his way to the outside, create a little separation. That's one way to create the separation.
Could this be it? Could this be the moment for Dorado?
Third time for Salida Del Sol.
Roll up by Dorado.
Is it enough?
No.
Kalisto rolling out at 2 3/4.
Oh, what was that? What was that? It was like a reverse Frankenstein of two. Oh, this match gets 3 3/4. 3 3/4. This was a really good match. That was a really good match. Kalisto and Lince Dorado, I think, have the best match of the tournament so far.
Oh, I've never seen anything like that. The speed and the agility. Let's take a look.
Well, Nacho, this is when most of the WWE Universe thought Kalisto had this matchup and boom, was on his way to the second round.
It was great ring awareness from Dorado at the last second, and there, the referee was to see that hand on the bottom rope.
Well, I like how Nigel McGuinness even stood up off commentary to show the foot on the rope.
Reverse Dorado. Thankfully, Dorado didn't get all of it, but he got that. Got both legs, and that was enough. The former Rosewood champion is a one step closer to wearing that title.
I definitely became a huge Lince Dorado fan after watching this match. Because I didn't really know a whole lot about it, but now after watching this match, like, he's been really misunderutilized. I don't know if he's. A lot of people say he's like really good. I still think he's really good, but I like Glad Matalik a little bit better.
Drake Maverick looking hats off to Drake Maverick. How about another sensational first round matchup?
He looks impressed, and rightly so. A fantastic match that he was an integral part of putting together.
Yeah, so Kalisto advances into the tournament. I don't know who he's facing in the second round, but we'll find out.
Joining Alexander and TJP in round 2 of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. Later on, another first round matchup. Hideo Itami against NXT's Roderick Strong, and you know a lot about Roderick Strong, but for those who that don't, Roderick Strong is no stranger to success.
My name is Roderick Strong. I'm from Tampa, Florida. Life started off just like every other kid. I mean, we had a beautiful house, 2-car garage, like living the dream, and then stuff just slowly started disappearing. You know, My parents had a lot of demons that they were dealing with. Obviously, with drugs and alcohol involved, that happens. I wanted to not be in the situation I was, and whatever it took not to be in that situation, I would do it. I would definitely say professional wrestling saved my life. I just really don't know where I'll be. When that bell rings, I'm going to give you the best 8 to 20 to 30 to 60 minutes that I have in my body that day. If you don't wrestle the same way, I'm going to eat you up. Because to me, I'm leaving it all there. More than ever, I'm willing to risk it all. Because I'm not just doing it for me now. I'm doing it for my family.
Nice little video package. But yeah, still to come tonight, we have another Cruiserweight Championship first round match. Hideo Itami versus Roderick Strong.
Of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament tonight.
Oh, thought I was going to have to take a commercial break for a second there.
Kansas City for the second round of the tournament, and coming up is Elimination Chamber, brought to you by Rocket League. Join more than 40 million players as they compete in the world's most exciting sports game, Rocket League. Play for fun, live to play. And a superstar who has been living on the edge is Cedric Alexander, who some consider as the front runner in the Cruiserweight tournament, and Alexander is oozing confidence.
Round 1 of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament continues, and round 1 for me is in the books, and I am one step closer to WrestleMania and the Cruiserweight Championship, and ain't nobody gonna stand in my way.
Hey, Sheriff Osetti, you don't want anyone sneaking one up on you.
Yo, 5-4 coming your way. Mustafa! It's all fun and games until my lumbar get checked. Round 1 continues tonight.
Kind of a nice little build up right there, I guess. Hope it's TJP.
Great match, wrong guy. Amazing match, horrible way to win. You know what? It really sucks to dedicate 20 years of your life to something just to get booed for succeeding at it. In the Cruiserweight Classic, I lived and died on the idea that I gave you all something to believe in, and now I gotta ignore the fact that you don't. So I did what I had to do to win. This time I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me.
Strong words
Good promo by TJP.
Like it or not, TJP is in round 2 of the Cruiserweight title tournament. We still have round 1 action coming away next week here on 205 Live.
But certainly there are enough to fighting to become.
All right, so on the next episode of 205 Live, we have another matchup in the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament first round match. It's going to be Akira Tozawa versus Mark Andrews. That's going to be a really good match.
Mark Andrews debuts on 205 Live.
Mark Andrews has been on 205 Live before.
Now let's take a closer look at Mark Andrews.
I'm Mark Andrews. I'm from Cardiff in South Wales.
It is party time! The effervescent Mark Andrews, who always has fun in the ring.
I had a big opportunity here, not just to put the UK on the map for wrestling, but to put Wales on the map for wrestling.
Andrews on the apron, moves off the apron, takes out Maloney. There it is, high five in the stage diving.
But I've been an underdog my whole life, and if there's one thing that I've learned, is that you should never underestimate this underdog.
This man's all about having fun with one hell of a competitor. Look at him put him away with a shooting star press.
I want to make South Wales known for wrestling, and I want to make Wales known for Mark Andrews.
Hey guys, next week on 205 Live, I face Mark Andrews. He's good talent, but he can't beat me. Hey, who's gonna win? Mark Andrews. Hey. You don't know. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win next week. And then, you're fire!
Akira Tozawa certainly
I hate what
confident,
they've
but
done with
also
Akira
his fellow
Tozawa.
countryman,
That is just,
Hideo
he's just
Itami,
strictly a
who's
comedy
in
guy.
ready for his
It's
first-round
stupid.
matchup tonight.
Big match for Itami, but they say you never get a second
Yeah,
opportunity to
we're getting
make
ready
the
for
first
the
impressions.
match
Richie
between
Roderick's
Hideo Itami and Roderick Strong.
Straps some nerves. Strong takes on Itami. Next.
We'll get that match next.
Come in. Maverick, how are you? Good
So
to
great
see
to
you. Thank
see
you for coming. Appreciate it.
It's my
Thank you.
pleasure. You wanted to discuss something with us, perhaps my plans for a better 205 Live.
Something to do with that, yeah. Thank you for the flowers, by the way.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, quick question. Drew, what happened to you?
What?
What happened to you, Drew? Well, you used to be the most rugged grappler on 205 Live. Now all I see is you with PowerPoint presentations and standing there with picket signs. When did you become such a goof? And I don't know what you're laughing at, Muscles. You are the most physically gifted out of everybody on the 205 Live brand, but that's wasted. All you want to do is go out in front of the WWE Universe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Congratulations, Tony. You have abs. You two have the most wasted potential out of everybody on the 205 Live roster. You have your futures in your hands, and all you want to do, you want to be comedy acts. You want to joke around. Well, that train, that's left the station now. This is a different 205 Live. And next week, in the first round of the WWE Cruiserweight Championship Tournament, it's going to be Tony Nese versus Drew Gulak. That's sunk in for you. I want to know which one of you is finally going to step up to the plate. Get out of my office.
No, don't put Gulak back as the aggressive Gulak. I like this new Gulak. He's awesome.
Maverick is the catalyst for change.
I do kind of like though how okay, that was good. I do kind of like how Drake Maverick is like addressing what some of the problems were with 205 Live, like kind of like the back characters like Tony Nese and TJP last week or the previous episode. So all right, now we have this match. This is a really tough match to call, actually. I'm gonna say because Hideo Itami's actually on the 205 Live roster, I'm gonna say Hideo Itami's gonna win this match.
Great cruiserweight, one of the best in the world. But this is my tournament. 205 Live is my home, and he does not belong here. I am going to WrestleMania.
Who is structuring these little promos with the subtitles and logos? Like, what the hell? It's enough.
We found the two matches for next week. We've already seen Kalisto advance here tonight. Who joins them in the second round? And his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing in 200 pounds, Roderick Strong. And I know both superstars among the favorites in this tournament. They got to win 4 matches to win the Cruiserweight title. And again, hats off to Drake Maverick for making this match. It's like the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets being the first round.
Well, I don't know what that means exactly. I don't follow American sports, but I do know the magnitude of this match is immense. This is the sort of match you expect to see in the final, but Drake Maverick has made it in the first round.
The eyes of Hideo Itami focused in on a Roderick Strong and 2 world travelers, 2 superstars who worked for decades to get here. And I mentioned the 4 wins to become a champion. It's also a championship match, a chance to represent 205 Live at WrestleMania.
Huge opportunity. We heard Drake Maverick there talking about the wasted potential. Roderick Strong, a man who has never wasted any opportunity in his career.
We talked
And adores Itami.
mentioned WrestleMania. Roderick Strong telling WWE.com earlier today is one step closer.
Let's get right to the matchup, though. I'm really excited.
WrestleMania moment for Hideo Itami. He competed
Hideo
at
Itami.
WrestleMania 31. He wants to get back to the grandest stage of them all.
And
Obviously, I actually could see Hideo Itami going to the finals. I wouldn't even complain if he won. It would be kind of a nice story for Hideo Itami as for somebody who was signed in WWE. Like, think about it. He got a huge signing in WWE. He was signed by he was signed in a segment with Jimmy Hart and Hulk Hogan, and obviously then he was put right into a program with the Ascension. He teamed up with Finn Balor to face the Ascension. With him and Balor won. He got into a feud with Tyler Breeze. And I feel like right when Hideo Itami was really starting to get some momentum going in the NXT, he was injured and had to be taken out of the triple threat match involving Breeze and Balor. He then, like I said, he did compete at WrestleMania 31 in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, where he was able to eliminate Bo Dallas, and then obviously, both men are challenging each other. Obviously then he returned after being gone right around August of 2016. And then he was going to go into a feud with Austin Aries, and then he ended up getting injured again. And then he ended up returning, feuded with Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. He lost that match. He turned heel and had that weird feud with Cassius Ohno. He had a really good match with Aleister Black at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. And then obviously had a pretty good last match with Cassius Ohno. Debuted on the main roster. He debuted actually teaming up with Finn Balor to defeat Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. And then obviously then he got into a feud with Jack Gallagher after injuring the Brian Kendrick. And yeah, he's done. Hideo Itami's done pretty well on the main roster so far.
Strong words for Roderick Strong. You gotta believe that Hideo Itami saw what Shinsuke.
Roderick Strong's had a pretty good run on the main in WWE so far as well. Nice. We had him debut as part of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, where him and Austin Aries knocked off Heavy Machinery. He ended up getting eliminated when he lost a one-on-one match to Shane Thorne, and then obviously he ended up turning face because Aries was caught up to the main roster. He ended up, nearly winning the NXT Championship Fatal 4-Way qualifying match. Was able to eliminate Andrade Cien Almas in the match, who lands on his feet.
Well, a huge one. Whoever wins this match is going to make a big statement, because both of these guys have to be considered favorites going into this.
And now Itami with some of these kicks, Nigel, that you mentioned earlier.
This kicks by Itami.
With precision accuracy. Where's Itami going? In the middle of
a knee drop across the back of the head.
Of Roderick Strong.
Yeah, it's a cliche to say, but no wasted motion.
Covered by Tommy. Hooks the leg in a 2 count.
Tommy knows how to expend that energy perfectly. Look at the knee and the precision to the back of the neck. Perfect.
Hideo Itami has had his issues with Jack Gallagher in the past, but he's now focused on becoming Cruiserweight Champion.
Obviously with Roderick Strong, 2 other stuff he's accomplished in WWE. He defeated Andrade Cien Almas at NXT TakeOver San Antonio. He got into a feud with Sanity, along with Ty Dillinger, No Way Jose, and eventually Ruby Riott. They failed to win the 8-person mixed tag team match at NXT TakeOver Orlando. Then he turned face. He already was a face. Then they started to really build a story around him. They started telling, he continued his feud with Sandy, defeated Eric Young at NXT TakeOver Chicago. He had a really good NXT Championship match with Bobby Roode on an episode of NXT. And then he followed that up with a really good one with Drew McIntyre. And then he had, Gutbuster. That was pretty cool. And then obviously Roderick Strong ended up having that great War Games match where he teamed up with the Authors of Pain to face Undisputed Era and Sanity, where he ended up being unsuccessful. And then obviously had a pretty good match with Lars Sullivan. And then he just recently had a really good match with Tyler Bate to become the #1 contender to the United Kingdom Championship. And the next night, after the show, he would have a really good match with Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship. So, yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Wait, we don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Strong has an opportunity at the United Kingdom title, which is currently being held by Pete Dunne. And is it hard for a star like Roger Strong to stay focused in this match?
Perhaps. I mean, that's one way of looking at it, Vic. Another way of looking at it is saying you've got that many opportunities. Eventually, something's got to hit.
Nice butterfly suplex. It's a nice little wrestling match going on right here.
Strong has been one of the most successful competitors on the brand.
Oh, and look at which arm Roger Strong has decided to kind of bend back that surgically repaired shoulder, left shoulder of Hideo Itami.
Yep, in the latter portion of his career, and of course there is the cruiserweight title that both these men would love to wear around their waist. But as I was saying, in the latter part of the career of Itami, the injuries have started to play a factor, notably that left shoulder.
Hideo Itami was able to get out of trouble in the center of the ring.
Ooh.
Hooked up right now. And,
another backbreaker. Pump handle into a backbreaker. I really wish they would have brought up Mauro Ranallo to call the matches in the tournament. Or at least, Daniel Bryan and Mauro Ranallo, since they called the Cruiserweight Classic. I understand Mauro Ranallo doesn't want to work under Vince, but I hear that Triple H is now running 205 Live, so maybe they could get back Mauro Ranallo to commentate for 205 Live at least. I think that would be pretty awesome, and it's run under Triple H now, so he wouldn't really be working under Vince anymore. Ooh, Strong. Roderick Strong's kind of acting like a heel right now.
I don't know. He's firing up now, though. That Bushido fighting spirit.
And Itami charging in a drop kick. Right on the butt of the jaw.
Picture perfect.
Strong into the cover. Hooks the leg. And Hideo Itami out in 2.5.
Great resilience from Roderick Strong, one of my true friends in the business. Roddy had a tough start.
Nigel, look at this. Feel this. Bam! Right on the jaw. Rocking Hideo Itami.
I like heel Roderick Strong, too. Maybe he should go heel. I don't think... I mean, he's a pretty good baby face, but he's kind of bland as a baby face. I think he'd be better off as a heel, because after all the stuff that Johnny Gargano's been doing as a baby face, I think that would be really cool for him to go heel.
It is. I don't know if you're going to see a submission at this point, though. But put a little bit more pressure. I think it's just wearing.
I like to see Johnny Gargano be a part of this tournament. And he is set for a loser leaves NXT match down the road. Maybe he is going to be in the tournament. Maybe he'll be in the tournament and win the whole thing at WrestleMania. Or maybe the finals will be. Actually, this would be pretty cool in the finals. Him versus Tommaso Ciampa. The only problem is the tournament would kind of overshadow the storyline. So, and if they put him in it, and Gargano got further, so, and I don't think Gargano should be up on the main roster right now. I mean, maybe they should, but I think they should have the first match on NXT, just because I think it really needs to be there. Hideo Itami's starting to make his comeback, though.
And is it Hideo Itami's time?
Release Fisherman suplex. Itami fires up and starts moving.
And Itami charging in and a right foot across the face. And Itami could be moments away from punching his tickets around 2.
This is where Itami is most dangerous.
And here comes
a nice flying clothesline. This is a really good match.
Crawling into the cover, hooks the leg. Does he put Roderick away and Strong out at 2.5?
Close, but you've got to remember, Itami has somewhat been settled here on 205 Live. He came here to win the Cruiserweight title.
Well, this is his opportunity to advance in the Cruiserweight Championship Tournament and do just that. And that has become champion.
Strong. What's going for there? No, but I guess nothing now.
First match here. I mentioned earlier.
Oh, look at the combination from Strong, though, Nigel.
Up he goes.
Olympic slam.
Angle slam. Strong into the cover. Is he putting away Itami, and Itami kicking out?
Both men have expended a great deal of energy thus far.
So much taken from Roderick Strong. And Strong coming over to Itami. And Itami again wisely, much like we saw in the first match with Kalisto, rolling to the outside, buying a little bit extra time.
Itami trying to create some space. Hold on, this is the dangerous area. on the apron there. Very little give.
Well, what's going on, Nigel? What can Roderick Strong be looking for?
Perhaps that belly to back to dump him on the edge of the apron.
Tommy's doing his best to fight free from the grip of Roderick Strong.
Oh, listen to the sound of
Look at these claws. Look at these shots.
Strong laying into
Oh, boot.
Tommy answering right back.
Well, we're seeing here what both these men are known for. Strong strikes.
And Tommy coming in and look at the strength by Roderick Strong. Just catching it, Tommy.
Right strike from
Look at these strikes on the outside.
Now back and forth. Come on.
Oh.
Both superstars laying it all on the line. Whoa!
Oh, backbreaker on the apron.
Spine first one at Tommy.
That was really cool.
Tommy, this is Strong's
This
moment.
might be better than the
This
NXT
is
match they
Roderick
had.
Strong's moment.
That was incredible on the referee doing the right thing, checking that if Tommy could even continue in the match. That could have broken his back.
And Roderick Strong now sensing this is his time. Crawling into the cover. Hooks the leg. And Roderick Strong. Oh, I thought Roderick Strong was going to round 2.
But damage done to that lower back, which is exactly what Roderick Strong wants.
Well, first came the boot, Nigel. Bam! Right on the jaw. Rocked Strong for just a moment. But then, Nigel, take a moment and watch this. Feel this. And bam! Back first. And one more look.
From a different angle. Wow! Could have separated some discs in the back there. Either way, Strong now has the clear advantage.
And Strong is focusing right on that back. Strong looking for yet another backbreaker.
Tommy dropping the hips, trying to prevent that suplex.
Roderick Strong is laying right back into Tommy's chest.
Both men giving from their body and soul.
And Strong,
Oh, Falcon Arrow.
Guerrero, cover the man.
One.
And Strong
That's
kicks
really
out.
good.
Where did Hideo Itami get that? Where is Roderick Strong getting it from? What a matchup made by Drake Maverick, and hats off to both these superstars.
We are seeing here, Vic, the resilience of both these men.
Oh, and Hideo Itami right into the back of Strong. Itami now picking up some momentum. And then Tommy.
Oh, wait for the drop kick. Oh, Boston Crab, Boston Crab.
Can he turn it, Tommy? Center of the ring. There'd be nowhere for Hideo Itami to go, and Tommy's stretching out. Couldn't get to the bottom rope.
Brutal strikes to the boot.
That's one way to get out of the stronghold is Hideo Itami. Unleashing some fury, but now Strong right back on top. Oh, what an elbow. And Itami looking for the armbar. Looking for, it's almost like
Rings of Saturn.
a modified version, and Roderick Strong is in the center of the ring now.
He's going to win it right here.
With a hammer off a play.
Roderick Strong trying, fighting, reaching out. He's kicking with his feet, trying to find the bottom rope. Is Strong going to tap out?
Nope.
No.
And Roderick Strong desperately finding his way somehow to that bottom rope, and the referee breaking the hold.
Roderick Strong refuses to quit, refuses to give up. Too much on the line on his debut here in 205 Live.
Now, a lot on the line. A chance to make it to round number 2 of this Cruiserweight Championship tournament. And again, Itami looking for a second time the tournament it is. Strong is rocked. Is Strong gone? Is Itami to the second round? And no.
And he is closer.
What a match, Nigel. What a match.
What a match indeed between these two. Roderick Strong has got to dig down deep now.
Hideo Itami. Oh, he's looking for Strong. Hideo up on his shoulders. Both superstars. I don't know where they're getting this from, Nigel.
They're both digging down deep.
Oh, gutbuster. A pump-up gutbuster.
Looks like we saw early on in the matchup. Strong.
Oh, high knee in the corner.
Quick Roddy follows up again.
And the Cloud9. Does that put
Cloud9.
Itami away? Is Roderick in round 2 and Itami one more time?
2 7/8. And what a moment it would be for Roderick Strong to come in here tonight and beat Hideo Itami, who I'm going to say is a favorite.
Oh, Hideo Itami will not be a stepping stone for anyone.
There it is, the WWE Universe starting to show their appreciation for both these warriors.
And Itami trying to wiggle free and gets back onto the mat, and Roderick Strong is in no man's land.
Strong glassy-eyed on the top rope.
Not where he wants to be, and Hideo Itami making his way up.
Bad intentions from Itami.
Hideo trying to get strong up.
Well, both these men have expended so much energy. Oh,
Hideo Itami. Worse. Where's Hideo Itami taking strong?
all the way up.
Oh!
Super Falcon Arrow.
This has to be it, Nigel. Roderick Strong one more time.
I thought he was going to win it after the Super Falcon Hill right there. That was a great spot.
Kick out of that.
Itami in disbelief. You can look into his eyes and see he's wondering what he has to do next as you see the look on Roderick Strong's face.
Roderick Strong was told he would never get out of the Florida trailer park he grew up in. He would never get to WWE. Roderick Strong doesn't do never.
And Roderick Strong and Hideo Itami. By the way, now this is the first round of the Cruiserweight tournament.
Incredible what both these men have given.
Oh, what a right hand by Itami.
Oh.
Jumping knee, nobody home. And a back fist from Itami. Itami sets it. Strong nowhere to go.
Oh, drop kick in the corner.
Elevator all the way to the bottom. That's it.
Itami fired up. And Itami Strong somehow.
Oh, another high knee.
Roderick Strong.
Oh.
What does he have left?
Oh, like that.
He's hit it in the middle.
Oh, Roderick Strong. What? That was a surprise. That's a surprise. I didn't see that coming. I thought the Hideo Itami was going to win. I'm okay with this.
For NXT's Roderick Strong.
What a win, what a moment. Roderick Strong takes one step
I'm cool with this.
to the Cruiserweight Championship.
He takes one step closer to what he called his WrestleMania moment. What a match.
Wow, I thought Hideo Itami would have. I didn't think Hideo Itami would get out the first round, but that was still a really good match. I'll give that match 3.5 stars. But damn, I'm shocked. I thought Hideo Itami would have won that matchup. I didn't think they were gonna have him lose. I'm okay with this.
Hideo Itami had to believe that was it, but dig it down deep with Roderick Strong.
Well, I mentioned it earlier. There's that beautiful basement drop kick.
You know, I thought Hideo Itami would have been like one of the favorites to win and really would have made it fall, but I guess not. I think this does make it a little unpredictable because I think everyone's just going to assume that like the guys on the 205 Live roster are going to win because they're on the 205 Live roster. I liked this booking decision. It was a nice surprise. I didn't think this was going to happen.
Roderick Strong, the next Cruiserweight champion. 3 more wins for Roderick Strong, and he can call himself champion.
This was a really good episode of 205 Live. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. I can't wait to this tournament's got me looking forward to watching 205 Live every week for the time being. Like, I'm really looking forward to watching the next episode. So yeah, so far now we know that Cedric Alexander, TJP, Kalisto, and Roderick Strong have all advanced in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament so far. So, yeah. Really good episode of 205 Live. I mean, I don't really have anything left to say about it. So, yeah. See you later.